In our journey through life, we encounter a diverse range of people: friends, family members, colleagues, and even strangers. While relationships with others are essential to our well-being, it is crucial to recognize the importance of maintaining self-respect and ensuring that we are not being taken advantage of. "Do not let people use you" is a vital reminder of the need to understand our self-worth, set healthy boundaries, and foster relationships that are mutually respectful and beneficial. Understanding self-worth. Self-worth is the fundamental belief that you are valuable and deserving of respect, love, and happiness. It is distinct from self-esteem, which is often based on external validation, achievements, or how others perceive us. Instead, self-worth comes from within. It is an intrinsic understanding of our value as individuals, independent of our actions, possessions, or social status. When you possess a strong sense of self-worth, you are less likely to let others use or manipulate you. You recognize your value and refuse to tolerate behaviors or relationships that undermine it. However, if you struggle with low self-worth, you may find yourself repeatedly in situations where you are being used, whether in your personal life, work, or friendships. Understanding self-worth involves several critical components. 1. Self-awareness, knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you need and want in your life. 2. Self-respect, treating yourself with kindness, understanding your needs, and honoring your boundaries. 3. Self-love, accepting yourself unconditionally, regardless of flaws or imperfections. 4. Self-assertion, having the confidence to express your thoughts, needs, and feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. By developing these aspects of self-worth, you create a foundation that helps you stand firm in the face of exploitation or manipulation. Recognizing the signs of being used. To protect yourself from being used by others, it's essential to recognize the signs that someone may be taking advantage of you. Some behaviors are overt, while others may be subtle or disguised as genuine concern. Here are some common indicators that someone may be using you. 1. One-sided relationships. If you find that you are always the one giving, whether it is your time, energy, money, or emotional support, and rarely receiving anything in return, this is a significant red flag. Healthy relationships are reciprocal, and both parties should feel valued and supported. 2. Manipulative behavior. Manipulative individuals often use guilt, fear, or obligation to get what they want. They may play the victim, use flattery, or twist your words and actions to serve their interests. Pay attention to people who consistently make you feel guilty or indebted. 3. Lack of appreciation or acknowledgement. If someone rarely acknowledges your efforts or contributions and instead takes them for granted, this could be a sign they are using you. Genuine friends, colleagues, and loved ones will express gratitude and appreciation. 4. Constant requests and demands. When someone constantly asks for favors, help, or support without considering your needs or offering help in return, it is a clear sign that they are using you. Over time, this can lead to burnout and resentment. 5. Emotional blackmail. This involves using emotional manipulation to control another person's actions or decisions. For example, someone might say, "If you really cared about me, you would do this for me," creating a sense of pressure or guilt to comply with their wishes. Recognizing these signs is the first step in protecting yourself. Once you see that someone may be using you, it is crucial to take action to address the situation. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is a powerful tool to prevent others from using you. Boundaries are the physical, emotional, and mental limits we establish to protect ourselves from being manipulated, used, or harmed by others. They define where you end and another person begins and are essential for healthy relationships and self-respect. 1. Identify your limits. Understand your personal limits in terms of time, energy, emotional investment, and resources. Be clear about what you are willing to give and where you draw the line. 2. Communicate clearly and assertively. When setting boundaries, it is important to communicate them clearly and assertively. Use I statements to express how you feel and what you need. For example, "I need some time for myself and cannot take on any more responsibilities right now." 3. Be consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to enforcing boundaries. If you set a boundary and then allow it to be crossed repeatedly, it sends mixed signals and diminishes your credibility. Stand firm and be consistent in upholding your limits. 4. Learn to say no without guilt. Saying no can be challenging, especially for people who are naturally empathetic and want to help others. However, it is essential to recognize that saying no is not selfish. It is a form of self-care. Understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup, and it is okay to prioritize your well-being. 5. Distance yourself from toxic relationships. If someone continuously disregards your boundaries and uses or manipulates you, it may be necessary to distance yourself from that person. Surround yourself with people who respect and support you and who contribute positively to your life. The importance of self-advocacy. Self-advocacy is the ability to speak up for yourself and assert your rights, needs, and desires. It is a crucial aspect of not allowing people to use you. Many people struggle with self-advocacy because they fear conflict, rejection, or judgment. However, being a strong self-advocate is not about being confrontational. It is about standing up for your values and maintaining your integrity. Know your rights. Understand that you have the right to be treated with respect, to say no without feeling guilty, to express your feelings, and to prioritize your needs. Knowing your rights empowers you to stand up for yourself in difficult situations. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and recognize that it is okay to make mistakes or feel uncomfortable when asserting yourself. Self-compassion allows you to learn from experiences without harsh self-criticism. Develop communication skills. Effective communication is key to self-advocacy. Practice active listening, assertiveness, and non-verbal communication to express yourself clearly and confidently. Avoid passive or aggressive communication styles as they can undermine your message and lead to misunderstandings. Seek support. If you find it difficult to advocate for yourself, consider seeking support from a therapist, counselor, or trusted friend. Having a support system can provide encouragement and guidance as you navigate challenging situations. Cultivating healthy relationships. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. They are characterized by balance, where both parties feel valued and supported. To prevent being used, it is essential to cultivate relationships that are healthy and nurturing. Here are some strategies to foster positive connections. Choose people who respect your boundaries. Surround yourself with individuals who understand and respect your boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, where both parties honor each other's needs and limitations. Build trust through honesty and transparency. Trust is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Be honest and transparent in your interactions, and expect the same from others. Avoid relationships where there is deception, manipulation, or hidden agendas. Value mutual support and reciprocity. In healthy relationships, both parties support each other emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even financially. Ensure that your relationships are balanced and that both parties contribute equally to the relationship's well-being. Encourage open communication. Encourage open and honest communication in your relationships. When issues arise, address them directly and constructively rather than allowing resentment to build. Healthy communication helps prevent misunderstandings and promote stronger connections. Recognize red flags early on. Pay attention to red flags in relationships such as excessive control, possessiveness, dishonesty, or lack of empathy. Recognizing these warning signs early can help you avoid being used or hurt in the long run. The role of self-care in preventing exploitation. Self-care is the practice of taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It is a vital component of maintaining healthy boundaries and preventing others from using you. When you prioritize self-care, you are better equipped to recognize manipulative behavior, stand up for yourself, and cultivate relationships that are supportive and fulfilling. Physical self-care. Taking care of your physical health through exercise, nutrition, sleep, and relaxation is essential for overall well-being. When you feel physically strong and energized, you are more resilient to stress and less likely to succumb to manipulative tactics. Emotional self-care. Emotional self-care involves understanding and managing your emotions. Practice mindfulness, meditation, journaling, or therapy to help you stay connected to your feelings and build emotional resilience. Mental self-care. Mental self-care includes activities that stimulate your mind and promote cognitive well-being, such as reading, learning, and engaging in hobbies. A healthy mind is better equipped to identify unhealthy patterns in relationships. Social self-care. Cultivate a positive social environment by surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people. Healthy social connections are vital for emotional and mental health and help prevent feelings of loneliness or isolation. Spiritual self-care. Whether through religious practices, nature, or meditation, spiritual self-care can provide a sense of purpose and inner peace. It helps ground you and provides clarity in decision-making, especially in challenging situations. Embracing personal growth and self-improvement is integral to not letting people use you. When you focus on your personal development, you enhance your self-awareness, confidence, and emotional intelligence. This growth enables you to make better decisions about the relationships you engage in and the boundaries you set. Reflect on past experiences where you felt used or manipulated. This reflection can provide valuable insights into patterns that may need to be addressed. Understand why these situations occurred, what signs you missed, and how you can prevent similar situations in the future. This reflection is not about blaming yourself, but about learning and growing. Develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your emotions and those of others. High emotional intelligence allows you to read social cues, understand motivations, and respond to manipulation effectively. Work on developing self-awareness, empathy, and emotional regulation to navigate complex relationships better. Build confidence and self-esteem. Confidence comes from knowing and trusting yourself. When you are confident, you are less likely to be swayed by others' opinions or feel the need to please everyone. Engage in activities that build your confidence, such as pursuing hobbies, taking on new challenges, or practicing self-affirmation. Seek continuous learning. Personal growth involves continuous learning and self-improvement. Read books, take courses, attend workshops, and engage with mentors or coaches who can help you build skills such as assertiveness, negotiation, and boundary setting. The more you learn, the more equipped you are to handle different situations. Embrace change and adaptability. Life is dynamic and circumstances change. Being adaptable and open to change can help you navigate relationships more effectively. If you realize that a particular relationship is no longer serving you, be prepared to adapt, make necessary changes, or even let go of that relationship. Developing a mindset of self-empowerment is essential. Self-empowerment is the process of taking control of your life and making decisions that align with your values and goals. It involves recognizing that you have the power to shape your experiences and relationships. A mindset of self-empowerment is critical in preventing people from using you because it places the responsibility for your well-being in your hands. Take responsibility for your choices. Recognize that you are responsible for the choices you make, including the people you allow into your life and the boundaries you set. Taking responsibility empowers you to make changes that better serve your well-being. Focus on what you can control. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control how you respond. Focus on what is within your control, your actions, reactions, and decisions. By doing so, you free yourself from the need to change others and instead prioritize your own growth and happiness. Cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can develop and improve your abilities through effort and perseverance. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, learn from setbacks, and remain resilient in the face of difficulties. Empower yourself through positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that help you challenge and overcome self-doubt and negative thoughts. Regularly practicing affirmations like "I am worthy of respect," "I deserve healthy relationships," and "I have the power to set boundaries" can reinforce a positive self-image and empower you to stand up for yourself. Take action toward your goals. Set clear goals for what you want to achieve in your personal and professional life. Taking actionable steps toward these goals fosters a sense of accomplishment and empowerment. When you are focused on your growth and aspirations, you are less likely to allow others to derail you or use you for their purposes. The power of letting go is profound. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do to avoid being used is to let go. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means releasing what no longer serves you, whether it is a toxic relationship, a draining job, or a limiting belief. Recognize when it's time to walk away. There are times when setting boundaries or trying to communicate is not enough. When you are in a relationship or situation that continuously drains your energy and affects your well-being, it may be time to walk away. Trust your instincts and recognize when it's time to move on. Embrace the freedom of saying goodbye. Letting go can be incredibly freeing. It allows you to make space for healthier, more fulfilling relationships and opportunities. Remember that every ending can be a new beginning. Practice forgiveness, but don't forget, forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. However, forgiving someone does not mean forgetting what happened or allowing it to happen again. Learn from the experience and use it to make better decisions moving forward. Surround yourself with positive influences. After letting go of what no longer serves you, fill that space with positivity. Surround yourself with people who uplift, support, and inspire you. Engaging with positive influences helps reinforce your self-worth and empowers you to continue growing. Move forward with confidence and clarity. Moving on from being used by someone can be painful, but it is also an opportunity to move forward with greater clarity about who you are and what you deserve. Use the experience to solidify your boundaries, enhance your self-worth, and embrace healthier relationships. "Do not let people use you" is not just a cautionary phrase, but a call to action for self-awareness, self-care, and self-empowerment. It reminds us that we are responsible for our happiness and well-being, and that we have the power to shape our relationships and experiences. By understanding our self-worth, recognizing the signs of being used, setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-advocacy, cultivating healthy relationships, and embracing personal growth, we can protect ourselves from exploitation and live more fulfilling lives. Remember that you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and love. You have the right to prioritize your needs, set boundaries, and surround yourself with people who appreciate and value you. Life is too precious to be spent on relationships or situations that drain your energy or diminish your worth. Choose to stand up for yourself, embrace your values, and live authentically, free from the constraints of others' expectations or manipulation.